Hello students, this is your teacher Manish, and in continuation with our Java playlist, today I am going to have in this video, I will be explaining you what expressions are. Okay, see, basically we need to look expressions from the fundamental perspective, and after that I'm also going to talk about the unary operators like pre and post increment and pre and post decrement. At the end of your video, you will have all your confusions sorted out as far as what pre and post increment decrements are. Okay, and it is very important because many a times you can reduce your statements in the program if you can really use the unary operators well. Okay, so let us first fundamentally understand what expression is, and here's the example. I have something called as x equals to y plus z. Okay, now something which is to the right side of equal to sign becomes an expression. Okay, and something which is to the left side of equal to sign, so whatever the expression evaluation of expression takes place and whatever is the output of that gets assigned to something to the left side of equal to sign. Now expression, if you really see, currently it comprises of two identifiers, and we saw y and z are identifiers. Okay, now identifiers are nothing but variables. Okay, and you can also have here instead of, so you can also keep x is equal to y plus 20. In this case, this 20 becomes a literal, right? Now identifier or a literal, okay, is connected with a operator. Okay, now within an expression you can have multiple operators and multiple identifiers or literals. Just like an example, x is equal to y plus 10 multiplied by z multiplied by 25. So here you have multiple literals. You have 10 as a literal, 25 as a second literal, you have y and z as identifier, and actually this is multiplication 1, 2 and 3 operators, right? And evaluation of expression follows typically BODMAS rule, which we have studied in mathematics. Okay, there can be also brackets within the expression. Okay, so basically this is the fundamentals of expression. Now let us see how many operators do we have in basic Java. Okay, so we have 4 operators. Okay, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and there is one more fifth which is percentage sign. So this is called as modulus. Mod, if you have 5 mod 3, okay, and if you assign this to x, then 5 mod 3 returns you the remainder. So when you divide 5 by 3, the remainder is 2. Okay, and this 2 gets assigned to x. If you have x is equal to 5 divided by 3, this is division. What you will get assigned to x is a quotient. Okay, so basically that quotient, so x gets assigned to 1. Okay, so this is what you need to understand, the difference between the mod operator and division operator. Okay, now let us quickly study what is pre and post increment and decrement. Now we have often seen two operators used like this, right? And they are typically called as unary operators. And why are they called as unary operators? Because they are used with one identifier. So you might have plus plus x or x plus plus. Similarly, you might have minus minus x or x minus minus. So if you see, really you just have a one identifier in this. Okay, now if plus plus x, if plus plus is before the identifier, it becomes pre-increment. If plus plus is after the identifier, it becomes post-increment. And if similarly, if minus minus is there before the identifier, it becomes post-decrement. And if minus minus is after the identifier, it becomes, sorry, I made a mistake here, this is actually pre-decrement, and then this becomes post-decrement. Okay, now let us see how this gets used. Okay, so if within a program I have couple of statements like this: int x equals to 10 and y is equal to plus plus x. Okay, remember in this case value of y is 11, because since plus plus is before x, what happens is x is incremented by 1 and then the assigned value, that incremented value is assigned to y. Okay, if I have y is equal to x plus plus, what happens is x values gets incremented by 1, right? So x becomes 11, but what get assigned to y is the value which is before incrementing, which is nothing but 10. So y gets assigned to 10 and then x gets incremented by 1. Okay, so let us quickly see another complex example. Okay, if I have an expression in which I have z equals to plus plus x plus y minus minus, right? Okay, and here my x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 5. Okay, so let us try to see how we can evaluate this expression, and it's very interesting. So basically what you see is you have this as one operand. So this is operand 1, this becomes operand 2, okay, and this is an operator. Okay, now let us evaluate expression from the left side, right? So what is the value of x? Value of x is 10. So if I say this operand 1 as a, so a is equal to plus plus x. What is the value of x? X is 10. So a becomes 11, right? Now let us consider b is equal to y minus minus, right? What is the value of y? Y is 5, right? Now just look, this is a post decrement. So what I will do is I will assign the existing value of y to b, which is nothing but b is equal to 5, and then the value of y is decremented by 1. So y value becomes 4, but what is b? B is 5. Here what is x value? X value becomes 11, right? Because this is pre-increment. Now I have to add a plus b because I have an operator plus in between. So my a plus b becomes 11 plus 5, that is equal to 16. Okay, so this is how I will evaluate my complex expression which has got actually I would say pre and post increment decrements. Okay, so this, with these basics, now what we intend to do now is we will actually get into the basic programs and develop some small programs and witness whatever we have learned, the rules of pre and post increment and decrement. Okay, with this, let's get on to the system. Having seen on the whiteboard the basics about expression, and as I said, now we will get into the actual programs. So what I have basically done is I have created a couple of small programs, and as I always used, I am going to use Notepad++. So we have I've just opened an existing demo 3.1 class, and if you could see, I have basically one main method in it, and I have two variables, okay, a and b, which are declared to integer. Okay, a is initialized to 5 and b is not initialized to anything. Okay, so let me open a notepad to the right and we will just trace what happens in this equation. So basically, what value of a is 5, b is not initialized to anything, and then b becomes, now if you see, a is decremented, but the decrement is post decrement. So basically, value of a before decrementing is assigned to b. So b get assigned to 5 and then a is decremented to 4. So what would really get printed is, you would have your print statement printing a as value 4 and your second print statement printing, okay, b as value 5. Okay, now next let us see what happens after that, which is here. A is again reinitialized to 5. Okay, so a becomes 5, right? A is initialized again to 5, and now instead of post, if you see, b is assigned to a value, okay, of minus a. So it is a pre-decrement. So b will be in this case assigned to 4 because value of a is decremented to 4 and then assigned to b because it is pre-decrement, and hence what would get printed is value of a now will be 4, okay, and value of b will also be 4. Okay, now this is what the basics of pre and post. So let us just see whether whatever we have tried, whether our program follows that or not. Okay, so I am just compiling our program demo 31.java. okay, and once I compile that, you know what to do. I'm just going to execute the program demo 31. Okay, and let's see what would be the output. So the output is 4544, right? So quickly, if I have to see my notepad, okay, here it is, print 45, right, and next is 44. Okay, so I'm sure we have witnessed the pre and post decrement now, and the same rule applies to pre and post increment, right? So let us now open another program which has got a bit of a complex expression, and let's see what it does. So I have another program named demo 32, which is nothing but a demo 32 class. It has got one main method, okay, and basically here I have C equals to minus minus A plus minus minus B. So let us quickly see how this gets evaluated. Okay, so value of A is 5, initialized to 5, value of B is initialized to 10. Okay, now let us assign a capital A to minus minus A. Okay, hence it is a pre-decrement. So what will happen? A will get value which will be 4, right? And let us have B equals to, okay, minus minus B. Again, it's a pre-decrement here. Okay, so what will be the value of B here? B value will be here 9. Okay, and hence 9 plus 4. Okay, so what will be printed? A value will be 4, B value will be 9, and C is nothing plus A plus B. So what is C? C is nothing plus but A plus B, which is nothing but 13 here. Okay, so this is what would get printed. So let us quickly see whether 4, 9 and 13 are getting printed or not. So we'll just execute our program again, Java C, okay, demo32.java. okay, so quickly I am going to, it got compiled successfully. You know how to execute the program, Java demo32, and then enter, and here it is, right? 4, 9 and 13. Okay, so 4, 9 and 13, and if you see here, it's 4, 9 and 13. Now if I do some changes here, okay, so instead of minus minus B, if I do B minus minus, okay, so you can pause the video when you are watching here and you can do it by yourself, okay, and then come and recheck. Okay, I hope you would have understood by now. So let us see whether your answer is matching with that of mine. Okay, so A is equal to 4 is correct. Now B is equal to B minus minus. So what is B? B is going to be 10, and the actual value of B will decrement to 9. But since it is a post, since it is a post decrement, okay, sorry, since it is a post decrement, what happens is the actual value of B, which is 10, got allocated to the capital B, which we have assumed, and then what will happen? C equals to A plus B, which is nothing but A is 4, B is 10, so C equals to 14. So what would get printed now is, okay, 4, A is 4, that's fine. B will be, okay, B will be 9, right, and C will be 14. Why is B 9? Because B is getting post decrement. Okay, but when the value of B is allocated in the expression, since it is post decrement, we take the original value of B, which is 10, and hence 10 plus 4 is nothing but 14 here. Okay, so you need to understand the difference between two. A and B are fine. So what we will see now is, we'll see whether this works as per our expectations. So I am saving this program and I am again kind of recompiling my program, and I am executing it, and look, the difference, it has come 4, 9 and 14, and this exactly matches with what we have worked. Okay, so these are the basics of pre and post increment and decrement. It is very, very fundamental, but this would help you to finally avoid the confusion that you would have in your mind. Okay, and in the next video we will actually take a deep dive into class and objects, So I think we have set a good platform, to start creating the objects and start using the strength of Java, the object oriented programming strength of Java. Okay, so if you like this video, do like it, do share it, and if you have not yet subscribed my channel, do subscribe it, and please keep writing to me. I am receiving feedback, I am responding back, and I am trying to improve based on the feedback received. Okay, so thanks a lot.